Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. The S&P 500 was up about 0.2% today. And what was really fascinating about today was that the UK authorized the use of the Pfizer vaccine. So it's the first time this has happened. I think we'll see, Pfizer and probably Moderna be authorized here in the US pretty soon also. So the market was, very happy in terms of these, what we call value stocks. And most of these are companies that need the vaccine in order to really get their business model back to full, capacity. They've been beat down. They're inexpensive in relative terms, and so we saw those do well today. Often when that does happen, we see some softness in technology. That happened today also, and we saw some softness in the clean energy also. Although I think clean energy seems to be on its own path. Sometimes it goes up, even when the value stuff goes up too. That's why we have all three. I really like it. I think that's a good balance as far as that goes. Definitely helps the portfolio. We'll have to see what kind of adjustments we need to make to the weighting of each one of those three over time, depending on what happens. But pretty good. But I do want to highlight one piece today because it's kind of seasonal. And it's definitely one of the things that I'm really fascinated by right now. One of the things we want to do is try to find positive information and results that are coming even in this pandemic world. And one of them is kind of the explosion of online retail. Well, this is an ETF that we have in some of our portfolios. It's called iBuy. And this is right off their website. And if you're going to, do your own work with the ETF, you definitely want to take a look at the prospectus before you buy. But this is kind of fascinating. They're showing 20% compounded annual growth in online retail sales from 99 to basically the second quarter of this year, which is a 4,600% increase. And you can see, so this is percentage of sales that are being done online. It was around 1% in 99, and now it's 16.1. But if you look closely here, we have this really big spike. And so if you were to turn that around, you would say to yourself, wow, there's about 84% of the sales that are still being done, not online. And so there's a tremendous amount of room for growth here, potentially, as this goes. And I think, maybe this catalyst of the pandemic pushes people for the first time in a lot of cases to do online purchases. And all of a sudden, they're quite interested in that and such too. So, they're showing a projection here for the number of buyers and the growth. So 2019, there was 2 billion buyers that would buy online. They're expecting that to grow to 2.5 billion, which is 25% growth by 2023. The total dollars are huge, 3.5 trillion globally, maybe growing to 6.5 trillion on a projection basis by 2023. So really fascinating pieces as far as that goes. And these are companies, like Etsy and Wayfair and Amazon and Chewy and Stamps.com and all of these different things. They just have to have 70% of their revenue coming from online, sales as far as that goes. So, and if we want to look at kind of how it's done so far, just in terms of the price movement, really amazing, dropped less than the stock market when it fell. And then really, unbelievable growth here, kind of hung out for a while during the pre-election period and really has kind of broken out again. So very fascinating arena to me, just something I'm kind of excited about. We're heading into a Christmas season. I still think it's going to be a really good one. And we might see some of the, revenues coming through for some of these companies that could be pretty good this year. Anyway, so that's what's happening here today. Looking forward to seeing what's going to happen tomorrow. Thank you very much.